And you're going to see the result of that here tonight. Before we begin, I'd like to start the same way we started on Tuesday, as where you're sitting, your child was sitting, and we took that opportunity to just say thank you to them. And we oftentimes like to thank our kids at the middle school because they do such a great job. Middle school is a tough time in a kid's life. And I assure you that coming to work at Marshall Middle School is a joy. And all of the staff members feel the exact same way. And it's a joy because of the kids that walk our hallways. They're truly special. I mean that. And I know sometimes it can be hard because I know I'll go home sometimes with my own kids and I'm going, oh my gosh, I hope you didn't do that at school. And then I'll have a teacher reassure me that no, they're very respectful. Well, I want to reassure you that you have absolutely amazing kids. And so I would like to take this chance to say thank you to all of you for what you do to support your kids, and in turn it helps support us here at Marshall. Because this is truly a special place, and it's a joy to work here. So we just wanted to take that opportunity to say thank you. We know the school year is coming to a close here, a lot of changes, but really just wanted to take this opportunity. This is a special show that's in store for you tonight. Mrs. Granite has done a great job. The kids have made such growth, and you're going to hear that. So without any further ado, Mrs. Granite.
The first song that our jazz band will perform for you is called Blues Machine. It's an upbeat song that's based on the blues scale and funk style. It was written in 1992 by Michael Sweeney and features 3 improvised solos performed by Will Mensch, Marissa Granite, and Anna Kebbel. We hope you enjoy our jazz band.
Our next song will be Basie Caliber Blues, which is inspired by the American jazz pianist and great legend of the 1900s, Count Basie. It is a smooth song performed in a swing style featuring tenor saxophone soloist Phil Corey.
Our last jazz band song will be Vehicle. It was a one-hit wonder song by the band called the Ides of March. Our version was arranged by Ralph Ford and features Jack Maruca on trombone. It is fast-paced, challenging, full of high energy and complex rhythms.
exit. And 6th grade band, if you could please come right up the stairs.
Our first song will be Bluesville, which is a very jazzy and relaxed piece. This is a piece written in a swing style full of easy and difficult rhythms that are perfect to get your toe tapping. Ever since Eric Osterlund passed away, we have carried on his legacy with this piece, Bluesville.
Wagon Trail was written by Julie Giroux. We learned about wagon trails when they headed west and think that when we play it, you can almost imagine a family packing their wagon and the beautiful sights they might see in their journey.
Sorry, this is my turn. I'm going to try and talk as little as possible, but we have a lot of students who did a lot of really great work this year, and I want to make sure I recognize them, plus it gives them a little lip break. So, as I emailed you, almost everything you're seeing here tonight was done by students. Do you know how many chairs I moved? There were students that came in last week at 7:30 and helped set up. There were students that came in today and cleaned up, lined up, make sure we had all the chairs and stands we needed, and I hope there's a bunch coming tomorrow at 7:30 because it's all going to go back. Could I get the stage crew members to please, the band stage crew, please stand up? 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. Anybody who's in stage crew? Thank you. No, oh, can we hit the back button there? Thank you. All right, so there were students, all these announcements you're hearing were written by students. and students are announcing. May I have the narrators and announcers stand up, please? I didn't write any of them. They wrote it all. Okay, all the slides that listed student names, those were created by students. They took my rosters, they formatted them, and there were 2 gentlemen in 8th grade that served as supervisors. They picked the theme. So if you were one of the students who did roster slides, could you please stand up? That you saw, everybody was asked to illustrate a song that tells a story. In fact, for 6th grade, it was Wagon Trail. And then there were another set of students who were given a specific song. Actually, they chose the song to illustrate, and you saw those coming in. And then there were other students who took all of those and compiled them in a collage. So if you were an illustrator of anything or made a collage, could you please stand? There are a number of students who expressed an interest in working with younger students, and I'm a big fan of mentoring. I think any of us in our careers and our lives, we get where we are when someone more experienced helps us out. So we set up a time where some older students could help younger students. If you were one of the mentors, could you please stand? We have students that played with another ensemble. We have 7th graders playing with 6th grade band. We have 8th graders playing with 7th grade band. We have Gubby Getz, he played with the orchestra. He played drum set. And we don't have an oboe in 8th grade, and I thought it'd be a great challenge for one of our 7th graders. If you are one of the students who is playing with a different ensemble than your own, would you please stand? And saving the best for last, it's kind of a running joke on a Facebook band directors group. I can't even explain why it's funny. It's probably not funny to anybody but band directors. But this idea of an instrument called a marching machine. Can you bring it to me, guys? It's on the cart. Go get it. But none of them are going. Could you pick up the block of wood and bring it here? You're not going to hurt it. So, someone posted, oh, they found this song called Terracotta Warriors. It's written by a composer, Scott Watson, who I adore. I'm friends with him on Twitter, and he teaches young students, but he also teaches at the college level, and he writes script. Just pick up the box. And I love his music, and when it said it had a marching machine, I was like, I need one. So this is a marching machine, and we didn't have one at Marshall. So I took an old junky one from another place, and I took it over to Tech Ed, and I was like, hey guys, if I buy the wood and I help out, can we make one? All of a sudden they say, Pratik's going to make one. Where's Pratik? I don't know, you're probably on the deck somewhere. I'm going to demonstrate. That was Pratik's project. It's pretty amazing. Now we're ready for you, Corinne.
We are going to play Forward March, which is a song written by Paul Martha. It has a steady beat and a lot of melody. It is a mostly simple song with easy notes, but it has difficult articulations. I hope you enjoy Forward March.
I missed recognizing two students. I would like to recognize two students who were selected to participate in PMEA Elementary District Band. It's not an auditioned group. Students apply and a selection committee chooses. So I would like to recognize Carlin and Sawyer. Nice job, ladies.
Our last song is an arrangement of music from the original Pirates of the Caribbean movie. It includes two melodies, the Medallion Calls and the Black Pearl. Our medley starts a little bit of the theme, as you will hear the 7th grade play a piece about ghost ships, and the 8th grade band will conclude their performance with music from the 3rd Pirates movie.
Band, I would have my kids perform in May, and then I would come to the December concert and I'd go, because in like 7 months they would grow so much. I assume you think the same thing by spring. It's pretty amazing. I love teaching elementary, but these guys have worked so hard, so proud of them. The Pirates has never sounded so good. Okay, 6th grade band, please exit via the deck or the tech ed side. 7th grade, please come on up on the stairs.
Our very first song from the 7th grade band spring concert is March on the King's Highway, played by Pierre LaPlante. This song literally portrays a march on the King's Highway. We hope that you enjoy this song as much as we do.
Our next song is called Phantom Ship. The composer of this song is Elliot Del Borgo. The song starts very eerie and quiet, but gets louder. Imagine a pirate ship sailing across the waters. When it gets louder, maybe they're fighting or looking for treasure. Use your imagination here. The chorus itself sounds like waves, as it has a low note, a high note, and then another low note. I hope you're intrigued by this song. Thank you.
Chancellor, you're all here to promote NA Summer Band. This is the second year of NA Summer Band. Last year we offered 2 bands, one for students going into 5th grade and one for students going into 6th grade. This year we're adding a band for students going into 7th and 8th. So, long story short, $25. We rehearse 1 evening a week for it's a little under an hour. We start on the 14th, which is my last day of work. And then we do a concert on August 9th. The $25 also gets your son or daughter a t-shirt. Mr. Clicker is directing the band for students entering 5th grade. I'm doing the 6th grade and the 7-8 band, but all the band directors come on and help. And so we have 2 free tuition vouchers, and little Cassandra's back there. Cassandra, could you please touch that 6th grade free, yes. Let's see, technology, oh good. Go ahead. I didn't want to cut out a lot of pieces of paper, so. Jack Ping Pang. Come on up. Cassandra, can you go back to the tab? You can next slide. Jack, I don't know where you are. Are you coming? I'm blinded. Come on. Go ahead with 7th grade, Cassandra. Come on down. Go ahead. Can you open the 7th grade one? There you go. All right, here we go. In 7th grade, free tuition goes to... You didn't do anything. You won free tuition. Kate Murray. But anybody else, nasummerband.weebly.com. I'll probably email you again about it too, because the biggest thing that students happens over the summer is they don't practice. And then they come back to school and then we have to reteach everything. So I promise all the music is fun music. There's no geeky band director stuff that's meant to teach skills. It's all pop and fun music. Your son or daughter will have a great time.
Good afternoon. Our third song we will be playing is Defying Gravity. This song is from the very famous musical Wicked. This piece of music is composed by Stephen Schwartz and has many complex rhythms and notes. We learn to play higher notes and harder rhythms while practicing the song. In the song, you will hear melodies blended very well with harmonies. I hope you enjoy Defying Gravity.
we also want to take a moment and recognize some students that auditioned for some special groups or were selected to participate in some. So we had some students who auditioned for Allegheny Valley Junior High Honors Band. Could those students please stand, those who were in that group? Thank you. And I believe we had 3 students participate in the NNA All-Star Band, Middle School All-Star Band. Back there, Gubby, who will just wave his sticks at you, I think. Or just smile. And Brian and Rebecca. Yes.
The last song that we will perform for you is Terracotta Warriors by Scott Watson. The beat is very uplifting, exciting, and it is our favorite piece, and we enjoy playing it very much. The beat makes it seem like the Terracotta Army soldiers are going into battle and are defeating their opponents. This is our best song that we have played all year. Enjoy!
fantastic students. I did initially, I wanted to show the 4 flute players up front, that solo line in the beginning. Can we give them another round of applause? And so I came into the year and they hadn't really done all of book 2 and I went, uh-oh. And we finished book 2 in about a month and a half. These kids are amazing. Thanks for sharing them with me. You did a great job, 7th grade. Let's bring up on 8th grade band.
Performance with a medley of some of our composer John Williams' greatest themes, arranged by Michael Sweeney. It includes melodies from our 4 movies, Star Wars, Duel of Fates, Jurassic Park, and E.T.
Aaron introduces our next song over here, I wanted to recognize students again. After our last concert, I made a list of all the things I wanted kids to learn to get ready for this concert, and so we had Band Olympics, and I tried to make it super fun. We were note naming and doing music theory and playing long tones, and percussion we're learning new rudiments, and just for fun I used a decibel meter and saw who could play the loudest. That was a scary day. To be truthful, it happened around the time of the regular Olympics. I'm not even sure that all the students remember who did what. So I will say, if you were one of the students who were recognized as being in the top, whatever, as a winner, the top 10% or top perfect score, could you please stand? There are a lot of you. It's about half of the students. Can we get the next one?
Our next song is a calming piece called Song of the Wind. It is inspired by an Aztec legend about how the sky and wind gods cause music to spread throughout the world. The beginning and end of the piece are calming, relaxing, and mostly quiet. However, the middle of the song is faster, louder, and more intense. The composer of this piece is Shirley Meyer. We hope you enjoy the piece as much as we enjoy playing it. For our third song, we will be playing Orchestral Grange. Our performance is of an arrangement for a work of a band written by the Australian-born composer Percy Grainger. He spent several years collecting folk songs from England during the early 1900s. This soft and slow piece has challenged us to play complex rhythms with complex rhythms and expression. Enjoy.
really hard, but to be honest with you, what you just heard is harder. To play with that much expression and the unusual rhythms that they have, I'm super proud of them. I was smiling the whole time. All right, who's announcing? Oh, the screen died. That's okay, I knew what I was going to do anyway. Hold on, Sarah. Okay, so this is the last time I get to see this 8th grade band together, and I've told them before that, you know, if you're going to take over for somebody else's position, and kids are in their 3rd year of band, this is the group I'd love to have. It's a huge band, there are 86 of them, and every single one of them come into class every day, ready to work. There are a few who keep messing with their iPads, but it's just a few. They've been great, and certainly going to miss them, and I know that they're moving on to bigger things, high school. I'm so happy for them, and I'm proud of them. I do want to recognize some students. Let's hope I can remember it all. Students who were in AV Junior High Honors Band, could you please stand? Students who were in PMEA Junior High District Band, please stand. We had 2. And students who were in the NA All-Star Middle School Band. Okay, now the next part, I don't even know the answers to, so this will be hopefully a pleasant surprise for me. How many of you are planning to do marching band next year? Go ahead and stand up. Yes. Stay standing. How many of, actually have a seat, I'll come back to you. How many of you are doing concert band next year? So there are so many students in the 9th grade band that Mr. Valdanzi has to have 2 of them. That's not happened. I believe we figured 73% of the 8th graders across the district are registering for band next year. That's huge. I'm a mom too, and I know there's some really tasty looking electives out there. There are so many kids that love playing their instrument. That makes me super happy. And lastly, those who are in the NAI Honors Wind Ensemble. That is the most that Marshall Middle School has ever had. And I'll do my thank yous, and then they won't need to hear from me again. Okay, Mr. Swager, Mr. Buchek, thank you so much for all the support. You have done anything you could to help me all year long, and you check on me, and the best thing is I see you out in the halls with kids and like high-fiving and saying hello, and it's obvious to me how much you care about these kids, and that makes this job super easy. Thank you so much. Joe Borsch, who is working light and sound tonight, and Mr. Furlong's stage crew students, and Mr. Bob Tozier, who is live streaming, thank you. And the biggest thank you is to you, the parents. And we say this at every concert, and I mean it every single time. I still remember Hot Cross Buns. It's actually indelibly printed in my head. You rented the instrument, you listened to those tough years, and now you get to hear this. And I thank you for your support of the arts. You know, every year we kind of worry, and every year NA says arts are important, and it's because of parents like you and the support you give to your children. Thank you so much. This is a great community to live in, great community to work for, and I appreciate you parents. So students, would you please give your parents a round of applause?
We will conclude our performance with soundtrack highlights from the movie Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. The composer is Hans Zimmer, and it was arranged by Ted Ricketts. This medley includes the songs Hoist the Colors, Singapore, One Day, Up is Down, and Drink Up Me Hearties. It features some of the most challenging rhythms we have worked with all year, and we hope you will enjoy it.
Band, thank you so much for coming. 8:23, I was a little off. Thank you so much. I hope you have a safe trip home, and see you at whatever ice cream place everybody's going to.